Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Choni. Here I react to all kinds of music, most importantly, my alt groups SB19, GOT7, Ace, and B2B. And a bunch more groups that I absolutely have been enjoying the journey with. If you enjoy my videos, then please consider liking the video and also subscribing to my channel, and make sure to turn on those alerts so that way you get notified of whenever I post a video. I also have additional content on my Patreon if you're interested. There are different tiers in Patreon. You can go check it out, where I have different tiers for survival shows versus album listens versus reality variety show content, and also dramas. Each tier will tell you what content is currently available to watch, and also album listens are available for a one-time purchase if you do not want to subscribe to the tier but instead just want to watch a one-off album review, album listen. I hope you guys enjoy my reactions, and other than that, let's get on to the video. What is up, everyone? So, bit of a weird setup that I have going on right now, but unfortunately, I'm just trying to make do with what I can because my whole work area, recording area is just a complete mess right now because I had some leaking happening at my ceiling, and it's taking longer than I anticipated to get it all fixed. So, and I don't want to hold back from recording anymore. I'm bored. I want something to do, and YouTube is like my escapism, I guess. So, I was really missing recording, but I didn't know like where I wanted to record, and so yeah, I just made like a little, at least I'm cozy and comfy on my couch, I guess, but it's still a bit annoying because I don't have my like normal setup, and I feel like the camera is super far away, and like it's just I feel awkward right now. But hopefully this will, yeah, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Sorry. I just every time I move the camera it's always like too much, and I like okay. Let's hope that this works because quite honestly, I'm just like I can't tell you how done I am right now. Anyways, it's like, because when you have the perfect setup and everything looks great, and then you have to move all of your shit, and then you have to reconfigure everything, it's so, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's just so frustrating. Anyway, sorry. I'm having a moment. Getting into some GOT7 content today. I wanted to get to Yugyom's new music as well as Jackson's new music video that I haven't gotten to see yet. So, sorry, as you can see, I already have it pulled up. But anyways, we're getting into Yugyom's new song Shall We Dance that came out 5 days ago, and then Interlunar that came out 3 days ago. And by the way, these don't have captions yet, so if the songs are in Korean, I apologize. I don't know what exactly they're about. But and then we'll get into Jackson's Hate to Love music video. So I'm excited. And by the way, I will definitely work on my vlog from JB's concert. It was a lot of fun. I think Tabber and JB both were really good live. You could definitely tell that JB was very tired. Um, you could just tell that he was worn out from the schedule. Like, I didn't even realize how closely packed his schedule was until I like looked at the scheduler again, and I was like, dang, he has a show like sometimes 2 days in a row. I think I think the whole I think the whole last 3 shows were all 3 days in a row, and I know they ended up canceling Atlanta the Atlanta show because of some technical difficulties or whatever, so that really sucks, but yeah, I just you could tell that he was a bit like, he just really needs a break. I had, a lovely Agase friend of mine who was super, super sweet and had an extra VIP ticket because she ended up getting VVIP. And she was like, "Do you want to take my VIP ticket?" And I was like, "I mean, I'm not gonna say no." But it was really fun to have that experience. We got to do the sound check and then the Q&A and the high buy session. So, um, I like I don't know, it was just a really fun time. I took a video I took a video going through the high buy, and I don't think you can hear JB's answer, but I just wanted to be silly and like, just like give a laugh. And I fully expected what his answer was going to be. Like I knew what was coming. But I was like, "Can I get a skirt?" And JB just looked at me and was like, "No," and then laughed. And I knew he was gonna say no because that's just like his thing with fans, right? Is just saying no to suggestions or things like that. So I already expected that, but it was just really funny. And yeah, it was a good time. It was fun. But I was completely exhausted because right after JB's concert, we went closer to DC for Warp Tour. My friend and I went to Warp Tour, so that was a 2-day music festival. So that was like concert, music festival for 2 days, and then like coming back, and it was definitely a very, very busy weekend, and I'm still kind of recovering from it. But anyway, sorry. It was a very fun concert, and I think JB put on like a really, really amazing show being, despite being on the tired side. I still think he performed really well. He kept apologizing, over and over again, and I was like, like I think we're just excited to see you and excited to see you on stage. And honestly, I even though I love dancing and I love that part of the performance, if he would have just sat in a chair and sang the songs, like I would have been fine with that too. Like, you know, you know your own body and you know your own limits, and if you feel like it's not a good idea to push through on that, then don't. Don't force yourself for us, and then hurt yourself in the process. Because then, we're going to be sad and upset over that. So, I still hope that he had a good time, that he enjoyed, the concert and seeing Agase though. But yeah, other than that, was there anything else I was gonna say? But yeah, I enjoyed the concert a lot, and I've now finally seen, let's see, Jackson, Yugyum, JB. So I've seen 3 members. Almost saw Bam Bam. I'll wait for the day that Bam Bam reschedules his US tour. Um, and yeah, yeah, I'm like slowly getting to all of the members. But anyways, um, I'm sure a lot of Agase already know this, but during the concert, JB did make a comment about taking a hiatus, like taking a break from everything. And I have a feeling that it's going to be like a while. Like I feel like Yugyum and Young Jae are gonna go into military, and JB's just going to take a break that whole period and then not come back until after they're back from military. I'm not positive on that. He didn't state that clearly, but he just said that he'll probably be taking a break for a very long time. What a very long time means, I don't know, but that's just the vibe that I got. So definitely, definitely kind of be prepared for a JB hiatus. But anyways, sorry, on to the music videos. I'm super excited for Yugyeom's super excited for Yugyeom's new music. I definitely will get to the whole album eventually. You know, maybe once I get like all of my maybe once I get all of my life back, not my life back, but like my whole I just I'm waiting for them to come like properly fix it up, and I'm trying to be patient about it. Just be patient. Cuz it's honestly not their fault because what happened was it just kept leaking, just kept leaking, just kept leaking, and even if they would have repaired it, the leaking would have continued because it had rained for like the whole week after I got back from Warp Tour. So they can't really do anything until it's all dried up. So like I understand the situation, but it's still really frustrating, and I'm like, I really want my workspace back, please. But anyways, I just feel so discombobulated right now. Yeah, anyway, let's hop into it. Shall we dance? Turn up the volume a little bit, sorry. Ooh, okay. Fun, dancey. Yuki's so cute, look at him.
사막의 오아시스야 꿈에서 본 그 장면이야 baby 서로의 눈에 파도가 baby 숨겨왔던 말평선으로려 I really wanna know you just wanna be closer 때론 서툴러 보여도 I
What are
love
those hip
you
thrusts?
넌 나를 바꿔줘 왠지 그걸 위한 기본 리듬 오늘 밤 둘이서 꼭 둘이서 그려보기로 해
This little gossip keychain and everything.
Let's take a ride 내 손을 잡아줘 하늘 위로 dive Shall we dance Or we can take a walk at the park 익숙한 영화처럼 Shall we dance 저 다른 우리만의 spotlight 두 손이 맞닿은 순간 we sway Sweet vibe
He's so adorable, dude.
놀라워 누른 for so long 내 곁에서는 떠줘 baby 손밑 닿을 듯
Yeah, I definitely want to know the lyrics to this.
Just wanna be closer 널 원해 지금까지도 I love you 넌 나를 바꿨어 두 번 다시 오지 않을 기적 오늘 밤 둘이서 단둘이서 춤을 추기로 해 Everything's gonna be alright Let's take a ride 내 손을 잡아줘 하늘 위로 diving Shall we dance or we can take a walk at the park 익숙한 영화처럼 Shall we dance
Where did he film this?
우리만의 spotlight 두 손이 맞닿은 순간 we sway Shall we dance or we can take a walk at the park 익숙한 영화처럼 Shall we dance 저 다른 우리만의 spotlight 두 손이 맞닿은 순간 we sway Sweet vibe
So precious. It definitely does have a bit of like a funky beat though. I'm curious if anybody Sorry. I'm curious if anybody has a lyric video for that. If somebody does. Let's get it. Cause like, I had one of my friends tell me that listening to this whole album, they felt like Yugyum was very much in love. And without even really like getting into the lyrics of this song, just like watching the music video itself, I can totally see that. Like I can totally see that like Yugyum's in his like lover era, kind of, it seems like to me. So I don't know, I'm curious to see what the lyrics are actually about.
사막의 오아시스야 꿈에서 본 그 장면이야 baby 서로의 눈에 파도가 baby 숨겨왔던 말풍선으로려 I really wanna know you Just wanna be closer 때론 서툴러 보여도 I love you 넌 나를 바꿔줘 왠지 그걸 위한 기본 리듬 오늘 밤 둘이서 꼭 둘이서 그려보기로 해 황홀한
Sorry, I just realized his like pouty face.
내 손을 잡아줘 하늘 위로 dive Shall we dance? Or we can take a walk at the park
Yeah, absolutely. Yugyum in his lover era. It's so cute.
내 곁에서는 떠줘 baby 숨이 닿을 듯 귓가에 속삭여 I really wanna know you Just wanna be closer 널 원해 지금까지도 I love you 넌 나를 바꿨어 두 번 다시 오지 않을 기적 오늘 밤 둘이서 단둘이서 춤을 추기로 해 Everything's gonna be alright Let's take a ride 내 손을 잡아줘 하늘 위로 diving Shall we dance? Or we can take a walk at the park 익숙한 영화처럼 Shall we dance? 저 다른 우리만의 spotlight 두 손이 맞닿은 순간 we sway Shall we dance? Or we can take a walk at the park 익숙한 영화처럼 Shall we dance? 저 다른 우리만의 spotlight 두 손이 맞닿은 순간 we sway We ride
Yeah, very much. I think Yugyum's in his lover era. Now that I read the lyrics, absolutely. And it was really precious too. Like, I don't know, just talking about like all the uh like cutesy things that you do whenever you're like really into someone and it's like the beginnings of a sweet relationship, you know what I mean? Like you just go for like little walks in the moonlight or, just like little like I don't know, just like little like dancing, like I don't know. Um I definitely get that vibe. Now I'm very curious to see what Interlunar is going to be about. Let's see. Oof.
I remember our night. You leave me up with a cry that's strong. Like that night you made me shine and glow. You never let me go to now. Now I just know. Now I'm not afraid, no, not
Okay, Yugyum.
if I know
Wasn't
way
expecting a
back.
song in English.
Sooner than later, when the moment comes, won't you come my name? The night is long. 보이게 going, no need.
Also, I absolutely love that he's wearing a crystal ring. Is Yugyum spiritual? I guess people just like crystal rings, but I like crystal rings too.
The night is
I was just
long.
curious.
보이게 going, no need to hide away. Finding your trust, maybe we share again someday. Just don't forget we not
I mean, it
alone
wouldn't surprise me because Yugyum's like all about vibes and energy, I feel like.
You're afraid of it, but not fade out. Her eyes again, yeah, I can tell ya. If you're ready, no repair, yeah. Just interlunar, not the end, babe. You're still my moonlight, so I'll be okay, just fine. I see you around, still going by your side. You never let me go to now. Now I just know. Now I'm not afraid, no, not anymore. We find our way back sooner than later. When the moment comes, won't you come my name? The night is long. 보이게 going, no need to hide away.
I wasn't expecting Yugyum to do full English.
Just don't forget we're not alone, never. Just hold on, just in time now we could no doubt. You're afraid of it, but not fade out.
This one definitely gives me more of like a summery vibe, I think, compared to the other one. He just looks so happy. Cute. Oh, I loved that. Okay, Yugyum. I don't know. I just like, yeah, of course I don't really care like what anyone's beliefs are, but yeah, I'm just kind of curious if Yugyum is more of like on the spiritual side of things because now that I think about it, like Yugyum has definitely always been very I don't know how to describe it, just very like about the vibes. Like he's just kind of always been about like I just want good vibes um and stuff like that. So now I'm kind of curious. Not that I care, but yeah. Anyway, I like that one a lot too. I've really been listening to Yugyum and JB's music a lot lately. I've kind of been into those like slow jam vibes a lot lately for some reason. I don't know why, but cuz you guys know I'm usually more into like let's listen to some hype music and like, um yeah, like let's listen to some hype music, but I think recently I've just kind of been in like I want to slow it down a little bit. I just want like a slow vibe, like I just want to chill. So, I've been listening to Yugim and JB in particular a lot lately. But yeah. Anyways, I enjoyed both of those songs and I can't wait to listen to the whole rest of the album. For sure. Okay, I want to finish off with Jackson's song Hate to Love. I have not checked it out yet. I don't know what it's about, so I'm very, very curious. Let's get it. Jackson always has a very funky vibe to his music too recently.
Why don't you hate to love me? 'Cause all along I thought you were blurred. Made it too comfortable. You were blinded by the greed in your heart. And now I know what you are, even what you pretended. It's funny how people could be selfish. I give it all, give it all, give it all, but you still want more. Ooh, wish I could still trust you, but you're fucked it. Gotta be so simple. And don't you get me wrong. Wish I could still trust you, but you won't be loved. People don't really hate, they just hate to love. Don't get me going, I still believe in trust, but you and
All right,
me's a
Jackson.
bust, you let me fearful. And you think what's the fuss, it's just a couple bucks, but you just cut and run after an earful. Should've said deuces, what's the resolution? You said you would give it all, give it all, give it all, but you still want more. Wish I could still trust you, but you're fucked it. Gotta be so simple. And don't you get me wrong. Wish I could still trust you, but you won't be loved. People don't really hate, they just hate to love.
I've always questioned when what? I've always questioned when I'm going to find love, but maybe the question is, when am I going to love myself? Yeah. Sorry, sometimes the lettering is like so hard to read. You know, I think I lost my train of thought. I think Jackson is genuinely like going through a very big moment in his like life story, I guess you could say. And I think that this music is definitely a really good outlet for him to like get out his emotions and how he feels about things. I definitely I definitely understand how Jackson feels because I have also been in the situation because Jackson has that, and I don't want to speak like I know him because I don't, but like just like seeing how he is with like GOT7 and his team at, at Team Wang, like you can tell that Jackson considers the people closest to him as family. Like he kind of takes them in as family, not just, these are the people that I work with. Like he has very close relationships with these people. And to consider someone in your life family and to treat them, like one of your own, and then to see them, and maybe in the beginning it wasn't a situation where this person was like this, was greedy, was manipulative. Maybe it did start out as a genuine friendship and a genuine relationship, between two people. And, unfortunately, people change throughout time. Um, their mentality changes and the things that they want out of life changes, and then it no longer correlates with you. And that can be really hard to deal with. Like, as I've said before, I did have a situation where someone that was my best friend, like genuinely my ride or die, and I felt like they just started to change and kind of lose respect for the people around them, as well as become a bit manipulative and, like guilt tripping in order to get what they want. And it just became very hard to be around. Like, it just became a very toxic type of environment. And to see that this person that I considered my best friend and that knows me very well, knows my family, has been around my family lots of times, and vice versa. I've been around hers, and to kind of see them change in this way and kind of no longer respect or care about our friendship was really sad and depressing. And it was really hard for me to come to the realization that this friendship was no longer what it was. It no longer was what it started out to be. And it is a betrayal. It does feel like a betrayal to everything that you had built together, and it got to the point where I'm like, I'm trying to give in this friendship, and I'm trying to make things work, and because I care and I respect this friendship that we've built. When the other person isn't even trying and they just take and think that that behavior is okay, it it's disheartening, and you lose your energy, and I don't know, it's really hard to handle. And I that's why I feel like Magic Man 2, like Jackson's whole Magic Man 2 like album, um I correlate with it a lot because I literally was in this situation last year. And I know how it feels to to be betrayed in this way. Like I definitely get it. And maybe it wasn't as, you know, crazy as Jackson's situation, considering, he worked with this person and they like destroyed his life in other ways. But I definitely, just I understand. And um I think just going through all of the music videos that we have, like G Bad and Hate to Love, and what was the other song that he did that I got to? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name. Buck. Yeah. And High Alone. Yeah. Like, I all of these songs are kind of him processing, what happened with this person that he considered family. And I think I very much follow along with his process. I mean, someone wrote it here like, high alone, the numb silence after the storm, isolation before the betrayal even hits. Like you're just you're just kind of, is this really happening? Like, is this really where I am right now? Is this really where our friendship is right now? Like, 100%. And then it goes into G Bad, which is the shock, the sarcastic smile hiding the sting. Like, yeah, like it's hard to comprehend and to believe that someone that you had such trust and faith in would treat you this way and would do those things to hurt and harm you. And not only was it hurting Jackson himself, but it was hurting his business and everything that he has built by himself, you know? And then getting into Buck, the chaos, anger, fire, rage. Absolutely, you know, it literally is like going through the stages of grief. I mean, that's literally what it's like because you're losing someone that was so important to you. It's so hard to grasp that. And I mean, it's literally like the death of a friend. I genuinely, that's exactly what it feels like. And it's just you go through so many emotions like it's hard to describe. It genuinely is hard to describe. And then hate to love, the ache after anger fades when grief is louder than rage. I totally agree with this person's comment with their assessment of the songs in order and the stages, you know, that Jackson went through throughout this whole process. Like I totally agree with it. Makes total sense to me. And I agree with it because I've been through it and I know what it feels like. Absolutely. You know, it's really hard. It's really hard to let go. Um, and you know, part of the manipulation is that you want to think back on the good times and be like, maybe I should give this a chance. You know, even though you've already given like 100 chances, but you're just like maybe one more chance. No, they're not going to change. They've already decided their path in life, and that path, unfortunately, has nothing to do with you or screws you over or, you know, whatever it may be. Like they don't care anymore. And that sucks. That sucks to be told that, you know. So, anyways, I'm very looking forward to like the whole listening to the whole rest of the album that's coming out. I think a lot of the songs are probably going to be on the similar side of things. But I'm still like very curious to see what it's going to be all about. But anyways, Jackson, I feel you. I understand. It's a shitty feeling, 100%. But yeah, anyways, glad that I finally got back to reacting. I've kind of been like, I want to sit down and record, but don't have a space to do it. And I knew it was going to be a pain to set this all up, but you know what? Like, it was worth it because I really, really wanted to get to some reactions. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed my lovely reaction to Yugyeom's new music and Jackson's new music, and I'll be looking forward to listening to both albums whenever I get to them. And yeah, other than that, I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, be yourselves, and have a good day. Bye, guys.